Explore the mystical side of life in a multi-dimensional way. Welcome to Integrative Mystic with Anne Vivian.
Hello, my lovely. Welcome to Integrative Mystic. Thank you for joining me. My name is Anne Vivian. I am excited to pick up where we left off. It's been a couple weeks. I took a couple weeks off, and then I had an itsy bitsy injury, which I do affirm is healing. It is healing. So thank you for your patience as I took this little break. It's funny. I'm doing quite a bit of physical healing right now. And who is the archangel of this podcast of this week, but the angel of healing, Archangel Raphael. Before we dive in to Archangel Raphael, I just want to invite you to come into this sacred angelic space. Take a deep breath with me. Walk through that gateway of higher consciousness. Feel the angelic support all around you. Release the cares and the tensions of the day and center yourself. And even feel your heart beating, and even imagine if that feeling in your heart could be a color. Imagine what color that would be. It might help you understand what kind of vibe you're working with. For me, I feel a pink right now. Welcome to this angelic sacred space. Welcome to Integrative Mystic. Just to refresh your memory, this is the middle of, we're wrapping up here. We've got a few more archangels to go. We're sort of turning the corner here on this archangel series. I'm going through each archangel, which archangels are the Judeo-Christian version and expression and concept of these high vibrational beings. In Eastern traditions, you might think of the divas as their expression and their concept for these high vibrational beings. A little bit different, but the concept of these benevolent helpers of humanity, it's found all over the world. So we're exploring the archangels in which are associated with the Judeo-Christian tradition. Also, some of these are associated with the Muslim tradition. And for each archangel, I have tuned in psychically using a psychic blindfold, not knowing which archangel I'm tuning into at the time. And then I share with you what information I got and a little bit of the research I found reading about these amazing beings. So let's dive in, shall we? Archangel Raphael. And as usual, I'm going to pull a few cards at the end of the podcast for the week ahead. Archangel Raphael means God heals. And in my envelope divination, I felt a very peaceful vibration. I felt a very strong air element. I wrote airy, fairy-like, elevating. And I felt the astrological houses of 2 and 7, which I'm going to be honest, I feel kind of a lot with angels for some reason, or the recent angels I've been tuning into, maybe. We'll go back to that. But so Archangel Raphael is associated with healing of all sorts. He's also associated with space clearing. The green ray and the 7 rays are just different archetypal forces of consciousness. Some people believe there's actually many more rays other than 7, but in some esoteric Western traditions, there are these rays or different particular unique vibrations of consciousness. So the green ray or 5th ray of healing, science, knowledge, and truth. Some people believe Archangel Raphael is associated with this ray, is functioning with this ray. Other people associate him with the 2nd ray of love and wisdom. And this is a yellow ray. And this is a ray associated with love, healing, and teaching. so the green ray of healing is also associated with the earth. So with the astrological houses of 2, which is the house of the earth of Taurus, there's that nature connection and healing connection. The astrological house of 7 is that the house ruled by Venus, and it's associated with balance and harmony, which does have a lot to do with health, doesn't it? The colors I picked up with Raphael, I did see green. I also saw yellow, aqua, and blue green. And that might be the yellow ray association, and also the green ray association. Many people see green when they're working with Mr. Raphael. For images, I saw an image of an apple, also a cup chalice, and these are associated with healing. The apple is associated with knowledge. I'm just actually now realizing this as I'm reading my notes here. The apple is associated with knowledge, and there's a big association in the 5th ray of healing with science, knowledge, and truth. There's a connection between healing and knowledge, which makes kind of a lot of sense when you think about the technology and skills that are needed for healers. But it's interesting, the connection between science, knowledge, and truth. So apple, that might be connected with, it's the tree of back in the Old Testament. The apple, is associated with knowledge and that ancient association. And the cup chalice, symbol for healing, health. I also saw birds. I always see birds. When I tune into the angels, I always see birds. I think it's my mind's way of it's my mind's way of translating, the angelic higher vibration with a winged being. So in the early Christian text, the book of Tobit, Raphael keeps Tobias safe from harm when traveling. He's also referred to in the modern Christian Bible. In the Kabbalah, he's associated with the 6th Sephirah, the 6th branch Tiferet, which is associated with equilibrium and Christ consciousness. So here we come again to the balance. He is associated with Mercury and the element of air, also the sun and Jupiter. I got a really big Mercury element of air feeling and information when I tuned into Raphael. He's also associated with Mercury, the god of healing, also known as Hermes in the ancient Greek tradition. And so the god Mercury, the planet Mercury, there's a connection there between Mercury, which rules knowledge, travel, and communication, and the element of air and healing, and also Archangel Raphael. I think it's so fascinating. So when I did my psychic blindfold, I tuned into Raphael and heard he helps with studying books, improving skills, and also music and meeting goals, which is interesting. So he's definitely associated with knowledge, and that's green 5th ray of healing, science, knowledge, and truth. So I think that I was getting the books study and improving skills there. And I don't know, music could be healing. I'm not sure if that was tuning into him or not. This is the message I got. It's interesting. It really tuned into that mind power and the air element with this message. I am able to stay, yet I am able to move mountains. I'm able to move mountains with my mind by simply being aware of the powers given to me and using them. The key to doing this is to stay, to stay true to the powers within you, and you will know the secrets to the universe. You are the key. The divine shines brightly. The divine shines brightly within you. And I also heard, while gardening, you may feel me. So there's that green ray earth connection. So it's interesting, moving mountains with your mind, and the idea of healing starts in the mind. If you are interested in, the mind body connection and using your intention to create healing, I feel like that's, something that came to my mind after I read this message. The key to doing this is to stay true to the powers within you. Jesus talked about how we have the power to do what he did and to heal. And it comes from tuning into that higher mind, that higher, divine intelligence. So I feel Raphael guiding us to remember to tune into our divine intelligence and divine knowledge as we gain the support we need from spirit, from source, in order to heal on any level. So call on Raphael for a powerful healing. He aids in healing of all kinds, human and animals. There's also the connection with divine love and protection in traveling. You can also call upon him for this, for knowledge of any kind of skill in healing, for help with expanding your mental powers in healing or just in general. So one ritual idea to call on Raphael, you can, on a Wednesday, which is the day associated with Raphael, light a green candle, one of his colors, for healing, and call upon him. Call upon Source, your higher self, Archangel Raphael, and even visualize the green color around you, and allow Raphael to guide your mind to what steps you can take to create healing in your mind, body, spirit, life affairs. And maybe you want to call on him for healing someone else. I do work with Raphael quite a bit on a daily basis, and he is a very powerful angel, powerful, benevolent, angelic presence for healing. Let us now shift into pulling some cards for the week ahead, shall we? For the week of November 14th, and I did shift the day that I released my podcast. So thank you for bearing with me as I'm making some tweaks and changes here. So the week of Monday, November 14th, or whenever you're listening to this podcast, ooh, this card just fell out. King of Wands. Okay, so that's the tarot card for the week. And let's pull an Angels and Ancestors card by Kyle Gray. Ooh, that makes sense. Okay. Snake, shed old skin, and stag, trust and thrive. Some healing totems here. So King of Wands, we're in the time of Scorpio. I still have an eclipse hangover from I saw someone post something about, do you have an eclipse hangover? Yes, we had an eclipse this past week, and oh boy, do I feel it. Good old Scorpio, Taurus eclipses. So I'm thinking of that energy here, of the intensity of the eclipse, the intensity of the Scorpio energy. We're sort of coming down the home stretch with the Scorpio sun sign, and it'll soon change into Sagittarius, much more light and fun. So King of Wands, it is a sign of the fire, the Wands suit, and this is a Sagittarian card. But I feel like the King of Wands is guiding us for this week to not sit on our haunches, to take some action. Wands are about action. And Kings are about leadership. And I feel like the King of Wands is guiding us to take action, and even baby steps, and relying on your own strength. So this is a good week to be confident, to take charge, and to work with the energy in a more direct, action-oriented way. And really listen to your intuition about what actions to take this week. Snake, serpent, powerful symbol of the goddess, powerful spirit animal that teaches us how to shed our old skin. And the moon is now waning, so it's a good time to release, let go. Scorpio is a great time to release, let go. What do you need to shed? What do you need to let go of in order to have that rebirth? Snakes are associated with healing and rebirth. So this is the perfect totem to come up for today, with Raphael coming out this week. And there's this theory that, one reason snakes are associated with healing and rebirth is because when they shed their skin, they look like they're dying, but they're really just shedding their skin so that they can rejuvenate themselves. So there's that rejuvenation. And then, there's also the association with poison and the antidote. So there's a lot of healing associations there, and a connection with the goddess, the divine mother, the earth. So snake is guiding us to connect with the earth, connect with that ancient healing wisdom, connect with that divine mother this week, and to ask yourself, what death rebirth do I need to go through? What can I release? Maybe it's an old part of myself, some old belief system, an old part of my identity. Maybe it's some resentment or anger. Maybe I need to forgive. Maybe I need to, let go of a vision or a goal that no longer resonates with me, or a relationship. Whatever it is, let go and release. Stag, trust, and thrive. So the deer, the stag, that really connects with the King of Wands energy. Balance out. I feel like here we've got this, duality of this feminine serpent, snake, divine mother energy, and then the stag, King of Wands, divine father energy. So, speaking of healing and balance out your masculine and feminine, and release what is no longer serving you, as a way to have more power and energy and inspiration and movement forward, to take those action steps towards your goals, your dreams. And I feel like there is, that fire energy, that action oriented kind of motivational energy that's wanting to come out this week. And so much of it, I feels like to me, a lot of us around the world, we're just figuring out how to be more authentic, more how to care less what people think, care less about judgments, and care more about being true to ourselves, being authentic. And as we do that, it's healing on so many levels, individually and collectively. So that is a wrap, my friends. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for going on this week's Archangel journey with me, and I can't wait to share next week's. You can find me on creativepsychestudio.com if you'd like to find out more about me, or check out my YouTube channel, Creative Psyche Studio. I have videos and stuff there, and on my website too, and you can check out more of my groups and such. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you have a beautiful week. I bid you farewell as you transition back to your day. Blessings.